If there's two things in this world that I love, it's Spider-Man and Marvel Legends. And lucky for me, there seems to be no shortage of Spider-Man Marvel Legends figures, due in no short part to the fact that Spider-Man is the most popular Marvel character out there. So naturally, they're going to give him a bunch of figures, and naturally, I'm going to buy a whole lot of them. Now, Spider-Man figures have come a long way. With this Mego figure, I think that's how you say that. I believe this is the very first Spider-Man figure ever made, but I might be wrong about that. Which, I mean, this one's fine for the times, but it definitely doesn't compare to the ones we have today. Modern Spider-Man figures are a bit more detailed, and I have quite a few of them. 22 to be exact. So today I wanted to take a look at all 22 of the figures that I own and rank them from worst to best. So without further ado, let's jump right in. Now just to clarify, none of these figures on the list are bad. I just like some of them better than the others. So let's start with number 22, the integrated suit from the Armadillo wave. Now, I know most of the Spider-Man fandom isn't a big fan of this suit, but actually, it is my second favorite suit that Tom Holland has worn. But this figure leaves a lot to be desired. The details are fine, but the colors are very dull, and the accessories are a bit lacking. Definitely my least favorite Spider-Man figure. Next, at 21, I have the Black Cat from the new Gamerverse wave. Now, I counted her even though she's not a traditional spider person, but she's Spider-Man adjacent, so that's good enough for me. But this figure just feels really flimsy. The arms feel like they're ready to snap. The head sculpt is great, the details are well done, but it just feels cheap, so I can't put it any higher. At number 20, I have the black and gold suit, also from the Armadillo wave. There's not anything wrong with this figure, but there's just not anything that makes it stand out. The suit was barely in the movie, but this figure does do a good job capturing the details, although it doesn't include the magic armband on his wrist, so that's definitely a missed opportunity. Moving up to number 19, I have Spider-Man 2099 from the second Across the Spider-Verse wave. I like the details on this figure, and the color especially, but the feet are so small for such a bulky figure, meaning he falls over constantly. Plus, the head sculpt. Why is he so pale? He doesn't look like that in the film. Why is he so pale? Coincidentally, at number 18, I have the comic Spider-Man 2099 from the Retro Spider-Man wave. Nothing particularly wrong with this figure. It's a really cool one to look at. It's just got a limited amount of details. The paint application is good. The cape is a very nice added touch. But it's just a simple suit design. And it doesn't really stand out that much. I mean, other than just like the, what we'll call it, the logo, and then the arms, and then the mask. It's just a plain blue figure. So I can't really put it any higher than that because I have more detailed Spider-Man figures. For that same reason, at number 17, I have Spider-Man in his negative zone suit. Again, nothing wrong with this figure. It's pretty cool, but it's just a simple Spider-Man suit with some cool black and white coloring. It did come with negative zone pizza slice, which unfortunately I did lose, but that was a nice added touch. I mean, I still like the details on this figure, so yeah. Next up, at number 16, is Spider-Man in his symbiote suit from the Retro Spider-Man wave. Now, Spider-Man in the symbiote suit figures, they're a dime a dozen. I feel like every time they announce new figures, they announce a new symbiote Spider-Man. I mean, I myself have two different versions of the symbiote suit, but this one from the Retro line, it looks pretty good. The articulation is good, the paint application is simple, but it's effective. Just an all-around great figure. Swinging in at number 15, we have Miles Morales, again from the Armadillo wave. This one really captured the details on the Gamerverse suit well, and I really love the Venom blast hands. Those add such a unique detail and have them stand out on the shelf. Yeah, Again, all around great figure. Nothing wrong with this figure. I just like the other ones on the list a bit more. Jumping up to number 14, I have the Spider Shock figure. I really like this one. It's got a great color, a great design. The articulation is really cool. And the web shooter firing hand thingamajigger right there. That is such a cool display piece. He really stands out on a shelf with 21 other spider people. At lucky number 13, I have the Spider Armor Mark 1 figure. This figure is one of the coolest on the shelf to look at. I love the metallic silver sheen to it, and it really pops on the shelf. I don't know much to say about it other than that it's a great figure, and I like it a lot. Next up is my number 12 pick, the Cyborg Spider-Man. Another one that really stands out on the shelf. The Cyborg arm is such a well done piece, and it really helps with the figure standing out. I also really love the Cyborg eye. He's got the little web bandage, and he's got a utility belt. I mean, utility belts are the coolest. So yeah, he's definitely high on the list. Right before we enter the top 10, I have at number 11 my Ben Reilly Spider-Man figure. Another standard Spider-Man suit, but done really well. I love the web shooters on the hands and the gloves with the different paint jobs on the different fingers. Such a well done detail. The spider logo extending all over the figure is also a really great touch. Not in my top 10, but still one I really love to see on the shelf. Starting off the number 10 with a very strong contender, I have Spider-Man India from the second Across the Spider-Verse wave. Now, Spider-Man India, he's probably my favorite new Spider-Man introduced in Across the Spider-Verse, so I was so happy when they announced this figure. And this is such a well-done, extremely detailed figure. All over, this one oozes personality. The spider logo, the coloring on the arms, the green bracelet, the web line, like wow. This one, Hasbro knocked it out of the park with this one. My only complaint is that he's a little small. Like, look at him compared to the Cyborg Spider-Man figure. So he does tend to get lost on the shelf amidst all the other figures, but still, really well done. At number 9 is the 6-armed Spider-Man. Probably the most unique figure on the shelf. This one with the 6 different arms really stands apart from all the others. And they did a really good job with the details where you can see like the ripped pieces of the shirt where the arms bust out of the suit. That's awesome. My only complaint is the limited amount of additional hands. All we get are the fist hands for the 6 arms. I would have liked 6 different web shooting hands so we can shoot webs from all 6 different hands. That would have been cool. And this head sculpt, it's a little thin. I don't know why. But compared to like the rest of the body, the head is really small. But yeah, still a really awesome figure I'm glad I have. At number 8, I have the Spider-Man No Way Home Final Swing suit. Remember earlier how I said the integrated suit was Tom Holland's second best suit? Well, you're looking at number 1. This suit at the end of No Way Home with that final swing, oh my god, that suit is perfect. And this figure does a really good job capturing all the details from that like 1-minute scene, which is really impressive that we got this figure from a final swing. That's all we've seen in this figure. I really hope for Brand New Day this one sticks around, because look at the details on this. The blue they chose has this lovely metallic sheen to it. You can see like down here with the sun reflecting off of it, which really is accurate to it. And it comes with this insanely well done unmasked Tom Holland head sculpt. So yeah, this figure definitely earns its spot in the top 10. At number 7 is the TASM 2 suit from the No Way Home 3-pack. As much as I really do not like The Amazing Spider-Man 2, I cannot deny that that suit is one of the best suits ever put in live action. And this figure did a really good job capturing all the details of that fantastic suit. The logo on the front and on the back, all really, really well done. The mask is great. All the lines over with the webbing, all really fantastic. My only negative to this suit and why it's not any higher is the coloring. The colors on this one are so like dull. They chose the dullest shade of red, like almost like a maroon. And that suit is bright colors, and that was the only miss with this figure. But still, love it. Right before we get into the top five, we have number six, and that is Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man suit, also from the No Way Home 3-pack. This one is a near perfect recreation of the suit from the OG trilogy. It's got the raised webbing with the lovely silver details. The coloring is way better than the on the TASM 2 suit with the bright red, bright blue. Why didn't they use this color for that one? Because it really matches with the one from the original trilogy. Yeah, I really love this one. The head sculpt is my only negative. I don't know if it's really showing up, but the head is like rather blocky. I don't know, it's not very rounded like all the other Spider-Man masks are. But other than that, this is a great figure. At number five, I have the Bombastic Bagman. And yes, this one is extremely simple, which I did discredit a couple of the earlier figures for being simple. But come on, it's the freaking Bombastic Bagman. I have the Bombastic Bagman on my shelf. That is just insane. I mean, he doesn't have a lot of details, but all the ones that he did, they did extremely well. I mean, he's got the new shoes, the Fantastic Four suit, and the paper bag, which looks like an actual paper bag. Does not look plastic at all. Looks like I gotta be like careful because I don't want to crumple it. I can't believe that this one is real. From a couple panels of him after he gets taken off the suit, the symbiote suit, and now he's on my shelf. That's insane. I love you, Bombastic Bagman. This one is definitely worthy of the top five. At number four, I have the integrated suit from the Spider-Man No Way Home 3-pack. I mean, love it or hate this suit, this figure is just so well done. The clear best figure from the 3-pack. The details they packed into this one were insane. I wasn't a fan of the first release, which is why it's all the way at the bottom. And they took their time and they did this suit right. I mean, from taking the time to color in black for all the webbing all over the suit with the gold accents all the way extending from the legs all the way down to that beautiful emblem. There is a reason why this is the centerpiece to my Spider-Man display, because this figure is awesome and one of my all-time favorites. Now entering the final three, we have the most expensive Spider-Man on the list. We have the newly released Maximum Series Spider-Man. And wow, they really justified the $50 price tag, because this figure is insanely spectacular, amazing. All the adjectives. I don't know why I said objects. That's weird. But this figure does a really good job of recreating the Todd McFarlane Spider-Man art style with the big expressive eyes, the webbing details all over the figure. It's got this really awesome spiderweb display piece. It's got the spider sense or arachnid frequency. I mean, this figure is firing on all cylinders. The articulation is the best on any figure on the shelf. I just love this figure so much, and that is definitely why it is my number 3 Spider-Man figure. Now, before we get to number 1, we have to go to number 2. And my number 2 is the newest Spidey on the shelf, the Spider-Man 3 black suit figure. I still can't believe this one is real. I mean, I love Spider-Man 3 so much, so underrated, so overhated, and I cannot believe how good a job Hasbro did. All they needed to do was just take the one we had previously, color it black, call it a day, but no, they took their time with this one, and they created one of the best figures they've ever done. I mean, for starters, we have this fantastic Bully Maguire head sculpt. And this little Venom attachment piece is such a cool and unique display piece. Plus, it's got really accurate details to the Venom of that movie. And it's not just the regular old Venom. Yeah, Hasbro, fantastic, well done. This figure, you didn't have to try this hard, but I am so glad that they did. And that is why it is my #2 Spider-Man figure. Before I unveil my #1 Spider-Man figure in the collection, I'm going to need a little help. If you recognize this sound, let me know, because I know you're a real one. Boom! I have Spider-Man, aka Japanese Spider-Man. Oh my god, I cannot tell you guys how much I love the absolute absurdity and insanity that is the Japanese Spider-Man TV series. Is one of my all-time favorite shows. And this figure is everything I could have hoped for and dreamed of. I mean, look at the details on this one. Spider-Man has an almost like orange Spider-Man suit, and they did such a good job with the coloring on this one. It's not like straight up orange. It does have hints of red throughout it, which is great. So you could tell it's a Spider-Man, but it's uniquely Spider-Man. The blue is great. It's got the fantastic Spider-Man emblem, and it's got the spider bracelet, and it says Spider-Man on there. Oh, that's so cool. I need a replica of that bracelet someday. Spider-Man. Oh my god, I cannot tell you guys how much I love this figure. It makes me smile every time I see it on the shelf, and that is why it is easily my favorite Spider-Man figure. There we go. All 22 Spider-Man figures I own, ranked from worst to best. What'd you guys think of my list? Any you think I was too harsh on or not hard enough on? And dare I ask, is there any figures that you guys own that could possibly surpass the greatness that is the Spider-Man? Any and all thoughts, comments, concerns, all that fun stuff, leave it down in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. But I've been the Self-Described Nerd. I'll see you guys later.